so much.
Tell them what we did after yesterday's show to lead into what we watched yesterday
we'll tease
together.
That. We'll tease that.
Because I owe you.
You're fine. We'll tease that. It's funny. Yesterday we finished the show and we're looking ahead to today and we're saying, well, you know what? If Steph's not going to play, so if the Warriors get handled tonight, we're probably not going to do 4 hours of Warriors if they lose a game with that, unless something happens.
And we were there.
Unless something happens, and it happened. And here we are, talking about Draymond Green again.
And how many games he's going to miss, because he's going to miss. So now you put that on top of what I'm really still worried about, Steph Curry's injury. Hey,
listen.
Go ahead, man.
This is the issue with Draymond Green. We should be talking, and we could, and we will, but we should be talking about Podziemski.
No doubt about it. He was phenomenal.
We should be talking about Podziemski. But the problem is, now we got to figure out how many games we're playing without Draymond.
Again.
I was thinking this. And I'm not going to.
I'm going to slow down. Go ahead. We were there.
Well.
We saw. Okay.
We were in the vicinity.
Oh, my. All right, people, real quick.
So Guru and I guess officially.
Let me do it because I feel guilty.
All right.
So we didn't know we were going to the game yesterday, Steiny and I. I got my bat phone rung, and our guy, I won't name him, we love him, he's family, had 2 tickets. And his tickets they're prime tickets, they're front row tickets. So I said, Steiny, looked him in the eye right out here on Kearney and said, can you stick around and be my date for the Warriors game? Looked me back in the eye, went and had a salad or 2, a beverage, and that was my date. We get to the game, I'm like, we'll probably be front row at the Warrior bench, maybe Minnesota. Steiny will see Finchy, his friend. And we were up with the Pigeons at a juncture of a part of the Chase Center I didn't even know that was there. And I apologize. And now, once did you complain?
Why would I?
Because we were high as Cheech and Chong, and it bothered me. And I almost threw up. I was so high. But I got tickets for tomorrow, quote-unquote, floor seats.
Oh.
And I want you to be my date so I can pay you back because you didn't complain. You rode in the caddy, and we saw the drama kick off.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Draymond Green. People on here like D's going to go off. I'm from Union City, California. That is the same thing I would have done if I were Draymond. What's unfortunate is he's making the Warriors unlikable. He didn't play in Denver, personal reasons. He gets ran in home against Cleveland, and now he's not available when the chef's out yesterday, Steiny. So I get people are coming for him, but I would have did the same. Gobert is not Little Red Riding Hood. He's not innocent. He had Clay by the neck, just not as hard as Dre had him. So I'm going to give Day-Day a pass. I'm mad he wasn't available. But, Steiny, I understand that episode yesterday from Draymond Green. I got your back today, Dre. I really do.
I'll bet you by the end of the show.
No, I got his back. I went home, watched it again and again and again.
Right. And he gets more wrong and more wrong and more wrong. But that,
he got 4-4 hundo, too.
No, I mean, I thought, first of all, I don't think but this is the thing. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the incident and the specifics, and we're going to get into a debate
started it.
Between whether Gobert was choking Clay or not, and was Draymond's comparable to, and it's like, don't you get it? It doesn't matter. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is Draymond is at it again and affecting the team, and it's pretty clear it's in a negative way. I mean, come on.
Well, he had an episode the other Sunday night.
This is the way I feel. I'm just going to get it out there because this is it's just infuriating to me when people, Poole was the problem and Draymond's cool. He's okay. Let's go through it. Last Wednesday, Denver, He didn't play.
Gotcha.
Personal reasons.
All right.
Whatever. That's nobody.
Right.
Nobody thinks twice about it at that moment. Saturday, Cleveland. He gets ejected. We lose.
I got you.
Sunday, Minnesota. He gets into it with Anthony Edwards.
What you gonna do about it?
Then gets schooled at the end.
Wow.
He winds up Anthony Edwards, and they lose. Fine, whatever. Then Minnesota again. He gets ejected.
After he preached accountability, if I could throw that in there.
So now we'll wait today to see how many games Draymond Green is going to miss. So let's say he gets 2. I'm just picking a number.
Yeah.
Okay, so when do they play now? Thursday?
And Saturday.
Thursday and Saturday.
Okay, see, they could be 6 and 8.
So by my way of thinking, that's a week and a half of Draymond Green.
PTO.
Essentially, has he helped you? Has Draymond Green helped you in the last 10 days? No, he hasn't. But you know what? I take good with the bad. Ride or die. Ride or die.
And that's what they signed up for.
Yes,
and
they
Steve
did.
Kerr, this is the Draymond Green experience. I want to throw this at your partner. It wasn't premeditated, but never go full. Jeff said we're not starting off the fracas the right way because Klay was irritated. The Warriors got to be irritated with how they're playing. So, Steiny, I'm going to shock a lot of people. I'm going to put the fight for now, for me, to the side and focus on the Warriors are 6 and 6. Kuminga, Wiggins, Moody, Chris Paul shooting are on the side back of a milk carton, and Steph Curry's hurt. We don't know how long. That is on my list higher than Draymond, but I do want to throw this at you. So now he's going to miss a couple games and Curry probably won't be available, huh?
Yeah.
Not that it was premeditated, but I understand.
Well, that's the
he
other
went
thing.
to go get Clay's back. I'm sorry, Steiny. Much as I'm, you know where I'm at with Dre.
Listen.
This one, I get it.
The jig is up.
But it's not
Yes,
because
it
you
is.
got 4 more years.
But his listen.
Talk to me.
Rudy Gobert said the quiet part out loud last night.
I'm gonna let you.
He
tell
said
it.
the quiet part out loud.
I'm gonna let you tell it.
I should have. Do we have that one right off the bat? I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert said the quiet part out loud that when he found out that Steph Curry wasn't playing, he said, I wonder what Draymond's going to be up to tonight because I know he doesn't like playing, and maybe even said, he can't play without Steph. Can't play without Steph. And you know what? There's something to that. So put that into the equation. Like that to me, that's got to hurt Draymond, and it should.
Okay.
That now he's got a reputation of not wanting the smoke when the big boy doesn't play.
Right, but yesterday was a fight, man. You're right. Yesterday, I just feel like I'm not giving a pass. He was defending Klay Thompson, who Gobert had. He didn't know when stuff jumps off. Because
when stuff jumps off, he must be in the middle of it. He must. You're right. And again, I'm sure we're going to take a lot of calls today where some people are going to say, yeah, he's great, backing up a team. It's like, again, so what? Like, okay, he was in the right, but he's going to get screwed again, and it's going to affect the team.
Well, there you go. When you talk about that.
Fine. Okay, you know what? For the sake of the argument, Draymond was right last night. He didn't do anything wrong. Guess what? He's going to be out 2 games, and his absence.
Well, let's hope.
And his absence hurt last night.
No doubt.
Come on, Warrior fans. We know what's going on here, right? Right.
I mean, they got a lot to be worried about.
Is there any way to put a percentage on? You know, how many fans are essentially done with Draymond?
Well, do it today. We got 4 hours. Let's do it.
How do we do it?
Call in, text, YouTube, type.
Yeah.
And we could put a poll up, Steiny and Guru. Your nose okay? I know it was bleeding last night. I will not. That's the theme for the show today.
What?
That you didn't get mad that we were sitting so high.
Of course not. Of course not. Those were the worst seats I've ever been in.
Oh, my, Evan.
I've never.
And Evan almost was my guest. He had to work. Thank God. Evan, I'm embarrassed. But tomorrow we're on the floor.
It's all right.
All right. You got to pass? I can make a call to anybody I need
Kids
to.
are grown.
All right.
You know, I got
I think you're being too hard on Dre Steiny.
Of course.
My fault. What if he could have? What if that fracas would have galvanized the team? There was that they lost by 3. I know, fracas.
Well, I mean, you don't even believe what you're saying.
No,
that.
I know what he was going to do. There was a fight, a scuffle.
What's new?
Saginaw.
Hey, but
I'll give him that one yesterday.
What do you mean you give it to him?
He went to Clay was being held.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're probably going to lose the next 2 games now.
Well, you're probably going to lose without number 30. Don't let this take away from when is Curry coming back. Because in my world, that's what I'm focused on. Pajinski, you had a great game. It was marred, but you had a great game. But Steiny, where's Wiggins? Where's Kuminga? This thing could get ugly fast.
This thing is ugly now.
I'm being so real.
I mean, 888-957-9570 is the number. I'll talk about Brandon Pajinski, but
Baby Ginobili.
Let's not kid ourselves. How many times a year do we do this? Where are you at with Draymond Green? And incident by incident, it feels like more people are just peeling off.
Wow.
And the idea that he's got 4 years right now. I mean,
you're not saying that don't mean he's going to be here.
No.
And I'm not lobbying nobody's untouchable. Elliot Ness, but Steph Curry.
Yeah.
We saw that with Jordan Poole. You got your contract and you got up out of here. I'm telling you, Draymond went to defend Klay Thompson.
Okay.
This team is frustrated.
Okay.
And he's preaching accountability, and you're not available. And this is what I don't like. And Bonte said it on the way out.
Well, I thought you were giving him a pass.
Well, that's changing.
Oh.
But listen, the Anthony Edwards, I went Kevin Durant. I went to look at the comments. That whole, you ain't what you gonna do about it. And Anthony and Edwards was barking to Steiny. The basketball world outside of the Bay Area and some in the Bay, some Warrior fans, they sided with Ant-Man. And what I'm saying to you, and nobody probably cares about this, the Warriors or Draymond is making the Warriors unlikable. Now, you could be like, I don't care, but he's putting targets on guys' back and not backing it up because you ain't even out there to ball. And they almost won the game without him.
Yep.
Chris Paul, a couple turnovers late. Dude, wow, you're out.
On who?
Draymond.
I mean, it's
like you're deflated. Well, I'm looking at you.
It's the same old thing. It's the same old thing. I went to the boss without you. And I'm like,
uh-oh.
Could this be 4 hours of Draymond did the right thing and Draymond's getting victimized or it's like, what? It happens. It always happens.
But you understand this was different.
I don't know it wasn't.
Then when you say that, it's not, you're not prejudiced, but you sound like
888-957-9570.
No matter what they do, they could cure cancer, but you're still going to find fault.
Last night,
go ahead.
Daryl the Guru is saying,
yeah.
Okay, this is a guy who's been ejected 17 times, I think, in his career.
18.
18 times in his career. Well, he punched a teammate, da-da-da-da-da. But this one was different.
He was defending his guy.
This one was different. Okay. All right. Good luck with Oklahoma City the next 2 games without him.
Wow.
And
that's the part that hurts.
That's the bottom line.
If this thing is ugly right now, so what was he to do? I'm asking the people to say, you know what? We're 6-6. We're without my guys, 6-5. We're without I got to let Klay Thompson just handle that with McDaniel just on his own? Like, sometimes, Steiny, when you get put in a situation like that.
Sometimes.
You got to just go.
How about every time? Hey, look. Hey, was Draymond in the wrong? Nah, he was right. He did everything great last night. Okay, then why is he not playing in the next 2 games?
We don't know.
Probably.
You keep saying 2.
Well, I don't know how many. And I'm going to put a rat on the table.
I told you and Evan, because we don't do fake stuff 10-2. This is the worst start the Warriors could have got off to after 12 games. And if I'm wrong, please pick up the phone, 888-957-95. Steph is hurt. You got guys struggling, and Dre is not available, and we're waiting on the suspension. Yep. Joe Dumars told you the reason he got suspended for the Sabonis thing is his track record.
Yep. Yeah. You're giving him a pass?
No, let's go to 11. Should they have got 2 technicals, him and McDaniel?
Let's go to 11. Oh,
Klay Thompson. Should that in the 90s, would that have just been two technical fouls? Let's keep balling.
Well, that doesn't matter anymore, what would happen in the 90s. I don't think Klay should have been ejected. And I don't know if even McDaniel should have been ejected.
I'm with you.
But, hey, again, like when you constantly find yourself in that position, they don't always go your way.
What do you think Bob Myers is thinking right now after watching that? Seriously, we can find out tomorrow.
Thank God.
No, Evan, you think so? Do you think so?
Bob Myers did cross my mind last night because if there was one person who could have gotten Draymond Green off of Rudy Gobert in the first 12 seconds of his chokehold, it might have been Bob Myers.
Steve Kerr was saying, let him go. My boy Reggie Basie, Sue Basie, I had to go rewatch it. And he's telling him, let him go, Steiny. Let him go. But that's who he is. He's your ride or die, Steiny. There was a tussle. And you don't judge your friends when you're scrapping. You talk to him after, but you got to have his back. And he had Klay's back.
Never go full Jeff. Guru, I've never wanted to call in more to rip Steiny.
Call in.
On the YouTube chat. He's acting like Dre started it, and Draymond didn't.
Now there's some truth.
Of course there is. But Draymond had to be in the middle of it.
So you're going what the league's going to do to him.
I don't care.
Past transgressions.
I don't care if he was wrong, right? Do an admirable thing or not. Here we are again. And you know what?
Wow.
Is it worth it? Is it still worth it? Because you know what? This guy who's making shots, he's averaging the same amount of points as he averaged last year.
Shooting better from 3.
I don't care.
I'm not laughing. I'm worried about the whole thing. The whole enchilada.
And I didn't at least the chemistry's great. Hey, but we got rid of Jordan Poole.
Hold on, Stoney. This wasn't Warrior versus Warrior.
Oh, well, so it's okay. Yeah.
It was Warrior versus...
Exactly. I don't care what it is. It ain't going well. And Wiggins is somewhere in outer space. And Draymond has just cost you with the last week because you're 0-4 since this stuff happened. And now Kerr's nicked up a little. Curry. Obviously, Curry is not a chemistry thing, but you play a couple games without Steph Curry, and
I wish it was more than injury.
Well, and you start losing 6-7 in a row. You got to be careful.
Before I left here, the boss yesterday, he asked Siri about a knee sprain, and Siri said, "You manage the pain. It could be day to day, or it could be weeks." I'm telling you, Matt Steiny, we'll be in the house front row tomorrow. This is danger time. And Draymond Green you know what a pit bull is, right? You know how they're not a Chihuahua. They're not a soft dog. They're not a Yorkie. A pit bull is ready to go at any time. And the reason I bring that animal up is that's what Draymond's inner animal is, a pit bull. He saw a scuffle. He saw Gobert with hands on Klay Thompson, and he went and lost it. But that could galvanize the team for tomorrow night. Like that's on the
it'll
chessboard.
Galvanize an undermanned team, which will mean nothing. And you know what? Sometimes you got to put a pit bull to sleep.
Or you can give them 400. And I keep bringing that up because I've been where you're at. I've graduated, and I can appreciate Dre. But once the Warriors told us they're okay with Dre being Dre, Steiny, don't lose any hair. Don't lose any sleep.
I'm not.
And don't be incredulous anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. People are like, Steiny, you're so mad. I'm like, I'm incredulous that, okay, you guys want to talk about how Draymond got hosed last night again, or how Draymond did the right thing but's getting penalized? Go ahead. Let's have at it. I'll give you 4 hours. And all I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. He's missing games again, and he's cost you games again.
But what does matter is the makeup of this team.
Period.
And the fact that Curry's hurt, Wiggins and Kuminga not exactly lighting it on fire. I don't know if this is a slump. I don't like the schedule tomorrow. I don't like the schedule Saturday. Steiny, let's break it down. Forget Draymond for 1 second. I know this is not the day. It's hard to. This team is going the wrong way fast. They were 5-1. We were talking about strength in numbers, this and that, pleasant surprises, and now give me a Curry update. I need a suspension update. And what's up with Wiggins? Last night was another opportunity. You, Willard, and Dibbs and I talked about it. Maybe he'll be aggressive and miss me when he's getting rebounds. And as bad as you talked about the Warrior perimeter D, they had it. The game was in balance again last night to win. Lack of execution cost them again.
A lack of talent. They lost that game because they supposedly didn't have their best three players. Hey, listen, again, this is what you get with Draymond.